Hi, I'm Missionary Courtney Godso from Providence Baptist Church in Dasmariñas City, Cavite, Philippines. I'd like to tell you about our recent missions trip that we made to the Mt Pinatubo region in the province of Zambales. Mt Pinatubo is well known for the volcano that erupted there in 1991. It was the second largest volcanic eruption in the 20th century, releasing 20 million tons of volcanic ash, or a cubic mile of ash and debris, causing a great amount of destruction and creating a desert for miles around the mountain. One of our members, Jojo Abian, and his wife Risa have made several trips there and have been burdened by the spiritual needs of the people. I was recently able to accompany them along with our church music director, Jeremy Colonia, and Pastor Wellman Mutya from Pag-asa Bible Baptist Church, and I was able to see the needs and opportunities there firsthand. One of the great needs is for pastors for doctrinal teaching and ministry training. Many of them have surrendered to serve God but have had little or no formal training. Pastors and Christian workers are open and hungry for consistent doctrine and ministry training that will help them to be more effective in their service for God. There's a great opportunity to help them become established in sound Bible doctrine. We had a wonderful time on our trip with 18 pastors from the surrounding areas attending the meetings. Some of them walked over 2 hours to get there. Pastor Mutya, Brother Jeremy, and I taught Bible doctrine to the pastors. On our trip there, we drove 6 hours to a town called Batolan, where we ate lunch with Pastor June Lukoyanan and the folks from his church. The next leg of the trip was quite the adventure. We made a 3-hour trip across miles of desert created by Mt Pinatubo, and we crossed several streams and one wide, shallow river. When going through the river, we rode on ox carts, or carts pulled by carabao, and carabao is basically the Philippine oxen. And the motorcycles with sidecars, the ones that we were riding on, they could not drive through the river, so they hitched on to the back of the ox carts, who not only did we ride the ox carts, but they pulled the motorcycles. And when we got to where we're going, we went to a village called Nacolcol. We stayed in tents while we were there, and it was a wonderful place to be. The folks were very kind to us, and it was quite a enjoyable time, but also very productive too. This couple beside me is Pastor and Mrs. Arthur Dela Cruz. He's the pastor of the church in the area that we stayed in, and also he's the elder and leader of the village. We're looking forward to going back in the last week of May for more pastor training. We also plan to have 5 teams teaching Vacation Bible School to neighboring villages. That would be 3 teams from our church, a team from Pastor Mutya's church, and possibly a team from a church in the province of Zambales. And so please pray for that upcoming trip, for God's power and for safety. And also, if you'd like to help out with a financial gift, we would be very grateful for that. And thank you so much. Thank you for listening. God bless.
I've been to a lot of places, I have seen a lot of things. Mine eyes have viewed the beauty of so many wondrous things. From the flowers in the springtime, in a valley deep and wide, from the majesty of mountains by the ocean's swelling tide. But these things soon fade away, they seem to grow so small when I compare them to the greatest miracle of all. For the greatest thing my eyes have seen is the changing of a life. When a sinner falls down on his knees and brings his heart to Christ, nothing moves my soul to tears like the joy redemption brings. And to witness through salvation is the greatest thing my eyes have ever seen. I have seen the dying, hopeless soul find joy and peace and love. I have seen them pass from death to life by the power of Jesus' blood. From the wealthy born in riches to the poorest homeless
So,
man.
looking forward sa ating mga activities today. So, thank you much. So much. God bless you. Salamat sa hospitality.
There are many things I'd like to see before this journey.